Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
There's several programs that we've introduced within Downeast Energy over the past few years that we've tried to set us apart from our competition, and also want our customers to be better served by our company, and also show our best interest in mind to make sure that their equipment is running properly, efficiently, and the preventive maintenance is done properly, so that we can guarantee we can have a trouble-free year for service for them. One of the things that we do offer is an installation team, and part of those installations, obviously, heating equipment does not last more than 20-25 years is typically the average life of some of the systems here in Maine. When there is a failure of a heating system or the system needs to be upgraded, we have an energy advisor that will go out and do an evaluation of the system and offer our customer what a system that is best for their application for heating, fuel, LP, liquid propane gas, or kerosene fuel. And the application will dictate what is the best system for that to use. So we have a pool or several systems we can go to offer what is best for their application. There isn't just any one system that is out there today that is offered for us that we can say that's the best way to go. There's several systems to choose from that offers the best for energy efficiency, high efficiency, and also trouble-free operation. Along with that, we provide energy audits, a full home energy audit to reveal or to discuss with the customer how to efficiently heat their home and identify where they may have the biggest heat loss areas of their home. So we do provide that service for a fee to our customers to help them really stop those curtains from blowing on a real windy day like we had a couple weeks ago. So those, through the use of blower systems and pressurizing homes and doing thermal imaging cameras, we can actually identify where the heat loss is in the house. One of the most exciting programs that has really been successful for us and has really helped our customers along is our 0% financing to help them finance the cost of these heating systems that are put in. Some of the systems can be very expensive, and it can be an untimely expense for our customer. So we provide 0% financing, which it comes down to a 3-year program on payback, and no down payment, and it allows our customer to really afford the system that's right for them without cutting any corners that might not be beneficial to them long run for the cost of their system. Another program that we started 2 years ago, that we started as a pilot here in South Portland, is an electronic dispatching system for our technicians. In our industry here in Portland, our competitors currently do not run this system. What it has allowed us to do is to be a lot more efficient and streamlined as far as getting our technicians to our customers' needs. When it's 5 degrees outside on a typical January day, time is of essence to get to our customers' needs to resolve their issue, get the heat back on in the building quickly before any damage could occur. All of our technicians carry a little device, a smartphone like this, and all their work is dispatched on the smartphone. Technicians simply have to log in the morning, and their work for the day is dispatched right to this device. What that allows them to do is that they have all the service history available to them on that system, so they know exactly what they're going to be dealing with, who's been there recently or the most recent time that we've already been there as a history. And that's information that will allow them to not only maybe quickly identify or troubleshoot the problem with the system, but they also have all the preventive maintenance records that we've done to that system in the past. Internally in our office, our dispatcher this system has allowed our dispatcher to more effectively and more efficiently dispatch our team to our customers' locations. Along with this system, we have GPS-enabled vans, so we know exactly where all of our vans are located on a map, and we can efficiently and dispatch our techs to the location who's closer or who may be might be ready to go there on a quicker time. So Pegasus has proven now to be a very, very valuable dispatch tool for us, which, like I said, Downeast Energy is the only company in this area that's offering this, that uses this system currently. Temperature. Temperature is a new program that we just started installing this fall. Temperature allows us to remotely monitor not only your fuel level the fuel oil tank level, propane level, but also the temperature in your house. And Temperature, what we can do is remotely monitor these with the fuel levels. We'll know, we obviously try to prevent a run out of your oil tank or the propane tank, but the snowbirds, if you will, everybody's taken off to Florida now. We can remotely monitor the house while they're gone and make sure the fuel levels are there while they maintain the temperature in the house. And if there are any issues with the program, with the house, that system will notify us through our database, and we'll quickly respond to that call. We also, with this system, can tie into the equipment. If there's ever a safety lockout as an option to the system, it will notify us immediately. So we will know that system went down before the homeowner even knows that they have an issue. And then we're prepared to contact them and let them know that we need to go make this repair if they're not home. That Temperature, we believe, in the future, as we sign up more and more customers as a monitoring of their location, will be a very valuable tie-in for both of us. It's not only a peace of mind for our customer, but it's also a tool that we have that we can provide a service to them that we know we're not going to let them run out of any fuel. Tank short. One of our challenges in this industry is here in Maine, there's a lot of metal fuel oil tanks that are still being used and installed today. But the tanks deteriorate from the inside out, and you can't just tell but from a visual check that they're okay. So we now ultrasonically test every tank when we do an annual tune-up of the system, and as the metal in the tank deteriorates or gets thinner, it will become to a point where you develop a leak in the tank. To prevent that, we ultrasonically test these tanks, and we can actually collect this data on that tank and predict when that tank might fail. And we can communicate with our customer, and they can better plan for the cost of replacing that tank. So when we do an annual tune-up, we do the test in the tank. If the tank is in good shape and qualifies for the program, our customer can then take out an insurance policy on the tank for a year, and if that tank does leak in that year, then the insurance policy will return part of the cost of the replacement of that fuel oil tank. So there's a good program for our customer. Again, we're trying to prevent oil spills. We don't want to. Usually, up until this program, the way we knew a tank fails when it started to leak, and then it became an emergency on everybody's part and an unplanned expense to our customers. So we feel that tank short is a program that will help them plan more effectively. So with all these programs that we currently offer in our service department, it complements our delivery service, and it also gives our customers a peace of mind that we are watching over their needs and trying to be there for them when their needs come forward to us. Thank you.
I have two questions. What's the average life of the metal tanks?
The average life, we've seen that the average life is approaching about 30 years.
Okay.
We've seen tanks out there as much as 45 years old or 50 years, but they start deteriorating from day one, and it all depends on the condition they're asked to be in. If they're in a basement that's a really cool basement, there's some condensation that can occur in there, and that's water that's going to start the rust process of that tank from the inside out. So it's all based on where it's sitting.
Yes, you should. You'd love that.
How do you compare to like Dead River in terms of price and service?
Dead River, our competition is obviously there's many fuel oil companies out there in our market area, and there are many companies that offer full service, fuel oil delivery and service like Downeast Energy. We are competitive to the Dead River. Dead River is one of our competitors that offers a lot of similar services that we have. With the programs I just mentioned to you, we feel as though we've separated ourselves from some of these competitors. And Dead River is currently looking into the Pegasus system, dispatching that way, but currently I'm not aware of them offering the remote monitoring and the programs that we currently offer today.
What's your, when you talk about service area, what is your service area? You know, Auburn, Lewiston, Warren?
Downeast Energy is one of, we have 9 locations in Maine, 1 in New Hampshire. Rockland, Camden, all the way down the coast to Dover, New Hampshire. And as far inland as Wyndham, we cover Bridgeton, around the Sebago Lake area.
In Auburn, Lewiston?
Auburn, Lewiston, yes.
How does it work if someone is in a contract with a competitor? They're fixed in their price for the year. Are they locked in with that competitor's oil company for the year, or are they allowed to make a switch midterm?
You are fixed into a contract.
Okay.
I'm sure you've signed a contract if you are with another carrier. But the spring comes soon, and I know I've spoken to some people about talking to us when your plan is up, and continue to talk to us up until then. But yes, we would love to have you next plan season. Any other questions?
Yeah, one of the things I was amazed by, and it was a Downeast Energy tech that taught me this, was the difference in oil consumption when you install the programmable thermostat. Can you talk about that for a second? Not that you want to sell less oil, but...
Absolutely. It's a very common question, actually. If the habits of your home are that you're very structured during the day, where you leave the same time, you go home the same time, a programmable thermostat could save you almost 10% of your fuel oil bill. The key to that, though, is not to reset it more than 5 degrees. If you normally keep your house at 70 degrees, you do not want to reset it back to almost, during the day when you're gone, 65 degrees, because the energy that it takes to bring it up more than that, than what you save during the day, you've lost. So studies will tell you 5 degrees is typically about the most you want to set it back. What's nice about the programmable thermostats is, when you say I leave it morning at 7 o'clock, the thermostat is smart enough to know about 6:30 it'll say I'm not going to heat the house anymore. And it's also smart enough to know, a lot of the thermostats that are on the market today, that if you say to that thermostat I'm going to be home at 5, at about 4:30 it'll start warming the house up. So when you arrive home, your house is at the desired temperature, but it hasn't been there all day. So you can see almost a 10% savings on that if it's programmed correctly.
I eliminated 1 delivery a year.
Is that about along the lines?
At 250 gallons, that's pretty substantial.
And what are some of the names of those programmable thermostats that you would recommend, like Honeywell?
Honeywell is a name that everybody's familiar with, and they make a line, and some of the models are what we call 7-day thermostats, where you can reset the thermostat, a different program all 7 days, a different program each day, or they have thermostats that are 5 and 2. The weekend is one program, and the weekdays are another. It depends on what works for you. They're all available, and Honeywell is one of the major leaders in that market.
Do you guys switch them out as well? If I have just the dial, do you guys do that, or would I call Honeywell to do that?
No, we absolutely provide that service. Absolutely, yes. And the old round mercury type thermostats by law need to be removed today, so we have to be taking those off the wall.
Really?
Those are no longer allowed to stay in service. So. Any other questions?
Awesome.
Thank you.
Well, you asked? Yes. You asked how you can help us sell our company, our services. I'm going to make it real simple. Think ramps. Ramps. Residential, automatic, multi-product, plan, customer with service contracts. That's our ideal customer. Thank you very much. Downeast Energy, feel good inside.
Nice job.